Ever wish your camera could just follow you around the room? Or zoom in automatically when you need it to? Over here. And make your one-man band look like a multi-cam shoot. Well, yeah, me too. And that's when I met this little genius. This is the OBSBOT Tail 2, and I've actually got it tracking the lens of this camera. So if I turn this, it stays perfectly still for the tracking. It's an AI-powered PTZR camera that might just replace your entire filming setup. And if you have one, the guy behind the camera. Sorry. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 things that this thing can do better than a traditional camera with live demos. Hey, what's going on? It's JP. Welcome to the channel. If you've never been here before, we talk about looping, but also all the tech you need as a modern musician. So if you like the idea of that, have a look around the channel, click subscribe, and then you'll know when the next video is out. Now, the first demo, auto tracking. It's using real-time AI algorithms to follow your body or your face smoothly. And when you perform, it feels like that movement was filmed by someone who actually knows what they're doing. And compared to a traditional camera, static, lifeless, you move, it doesn't. It's a snooze fest. Now this one feels like Jedi mind tricks. It's gesture control. All you need to do is put your hand up, wave slightly, and then what it'll do is it'll start tracking you. Here's the cool thing though. As I move around, I can tell it where I want to be in the frame. Now I've told it to be slightly off center. So in the software that I've got running on my Mac right now, I can tell it where I want to be in the frame. So if I move it over, you'll notice it moved slightly over. It's really cool. So I can put this where I want, and I can put myself in the frame wherever I want myself to be. Or we've got face framing. So it'll auto adjust the horizontal position based on where the face is moving. So this way, if I look at something over there, then it knows I'm talking about something over there, so it puts me on that way. If I move this way, then it means it's going to look that way, which is really, really cool. Now, even if you don't use that framing, then of course I can just stand up and move around. The next part of this is actually you can tell it to how much you want it to frame. So I've told it to frame basically to the bottom of my belly because I'd have my guitar playing. As I move further back, it automatically keeps me in frame and keeps me zoomed in. I hope you can hear me. As I move back, I'll just go straight over to the desk. We're back. To stop the gesture control, all I need to do is put my hand up, wave my hand around. It'll then go back into static frame. That's it, we're done. And because it recognizes a hand gesture like wave, you can do this at distance. So yeah, you could do this while playing your guitar or looping live. It's perfect for solo creators who need hands-free control. Now the pro tip with this is you can combine this with presets. If you do need a static look, presets is where it's at. I can use the same camera to give me multiple angles. So watch this, switching them live. I'm on P1 right now. I've got one called stage and it just moves up. I've got another one called far, and then as we go far, we go over to there. It's a 5x optical zoom, high, so it means it can stay in focus without losing quality. That's kind of important. More importantly, you stay in control of the story and the narrative whilst you're performing. So if you're looking at a camera for either content creation like YouTube or even just to film your performances, with this and just the presets, you get 3 cameras in one because you can put the same camera in 3 different places. It's great for live streams, filming courses, and of course, YouTube content. And before we get to number 4, I said about filming courses, I've got a couple of courses on my website about looping. If you're thinking about getting into looping and you've never given it a try, even a seasoned professional musician who's never tried looping before can find it a bit odd. Mainly because you have to separate your brain from what you're playing whilst also thinking about looping. And I've got a course for that, which is called How to Loop Like a Pro. It's my beginner course teaching you the techniques of looping. And you can apply that to any looper, whether it's a pedal, a tabletop looper, or even an app like Loopy Pro. Now the course used to be 2 separate courses that are sold for $100 each. I've now smashed those courses together to make How to Loop Like a Pro, and I now sell it for just $48. Link is in the description box if you want to go and pick it up. And thank you very much to those who already have. There's a new chapter coming. Stay tuned. Feature number 4 with the Tail 2 specifically is PTZR. The R stands for rotate, and this is one of the most unique things this thing can do, and it saves you a bundle of time. Have you ever wanted to create content that's landscape, but then you want to turn the camera around so you can do portrait? But with a traditional camera, you might have an adapter for what the camera's sitting on so it can turn. I don't have to touch this camera. All I have to do is change its orientation in the lens. And the lens rotates 90 degrees automatically, and I'm going to show you how that works. So I've stopped recording right now, and the audio you're hearing is from a different microphone. So right now, all I need to do is click this button. You'll see the preview pause for a second while it switches around, and then it automatically turns around, and then the preview will update, and voila, it's now ready for portrait. I can now on the software turn this around and rotate it so I can see the preview and know what I'm filming. I can then tell it to turn back over to landscape, give it a click. You can see it physically turning, which is really cool. And then we're back in landscape. This is one of the coolest things, because if this camera was in a different position, if it's high up, if you can't reach it, and you want to then film something in portrait, that is a really cool option. Now the fifth one is wireless control. I've been showing you the controller on the Mac, but actually I can control it from my phone or an iPad, or even from a web page. Using OBSBOT Center on the Mac, the OBSBOT Start all the live apps on your phone or tablet. You've got complete control over everything, including moving the camera around, gesture controls, recording, and even live streaming using the camera from your phone. Now look, is this camera for absolutely everyone? Probably not. But if you're a musician, a content creator, a teacher, or a solo shooter, it massively boosts your production value without needing an actual crew. And compared to a traditional camera, with the AI and the software that's added on, it's like comparing a cheap £50 loop pedal to the Sheeran Looper X or an RC600. You could use the really cheap one pedal looper, but if you've got the other ones, then why would you? Don't forget my course, How to Loop Like a Pro, just $48. And I can teach you the techniques of looping, and you can apply that to any looper. Now, if you found this content helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me, and it helps the channel grow. And if you really like the channel and you really like videos like this, then consider subscribing or becoming a member. You can see the word join next door to subscribed, because you've already subscribed, and then maybe you'll get access to these videos early. Now, if you want to know even more about the Tail 2, I did a full review of it, and that's the video that's come up on screen right now. Go click it, because you want to know more about it.